The next day, Ming got up to open a shop as usual, but heard a customer say that a shop on a street not far away was robbed last night and suffered heavy losses. This gave Ming a strange sense of dislocation. Did something happen here? This is the city center. Aren't those guys from the law enforcement department here? Ming frowned. Fortunately, he's not here. A guest sighed. I heard that the man was very powerful. He smashed the security door with a wave of his hand. With this kind of strength, the law enforcement officers could only kill people when they arrived. Just casually. Ming looked at the security door at home. This kind of security door installed uniformly in the market is very stable and it is impossible for ordinary practitioners to break it, but it was smashed casually. How strong is that guy? If that guy came to my shop yesterday. You know. He stayed in the store. Ming's body felt a little cold. True. This is an urban area. No matter how powerful they are, the law enforcement agencies must give them an explanation, but by then everyone will be dead, so what's the use of an explanation? This world. Ming was in a trance. The booming sales of Fruit Ninja these days gave him the illusion that this world was no different from his previous life, until today. Perhaps, this is the true face of this world. Boss, here's a Fruit Ninja card. A customer came to the door. Okay. Ming came back to his senses and went to prepare the cards. There were actually not many people in the store in the morning. While making cards, he was thinking about security issues, the robbed store, the existence of black cats. These finally made him seriously think about improving his strength. This world is more dangerous than imagined. Strength is king. Get stronger. This thought emerged in Ming's mind. However, card makers are still essentially an auxiliary profession and do not possess combat capabilities. It is difficult to provoke ordinary card makers because they always have a stack of combat cards prepared. That's why no one wants to mess with the card maker. But casting battle cards also requires energy. Ming looked at his pitiful 60 points of energy and could only cast one battle card. Currently, only basic 1-star cards such as Fireball are eligible. If you really meet an enemy, you will feel cold all of a sudden. This is not possible. Ming had a headache. Card maker. Battle. He searched the internet and found some images of card makers battle. After opening it excitedly, he felt bored within a few seconds. How does a card maker fight? Smash it. Use battle cards to smash them. Not enough. 2. 2 are not enough. 3. The most awesome video Ming had ever seen was when the 3-star card maker brutally tortured the powerful 3-star elementalist across from him to death. A variety of powerful battle cards. What, not enough energy? How can it be? The card maker brought a whole stack of energy cards. Ming was silent. Although the comments below all say that the card maker is awesome and the card maker is powerful, after reading it, he seems to feel that this, has nothing to do with the card maker, right? Is this just because of the money? Such a trench. No matter how awesome you are, does it have anything to do with your profession? No matter what profession you are in, you can use battle cards to smash them. Ming was unable to complain. He had always felt that a creature like Hao should be given a separate profession. But even if you are a trench, your own cultivation level must be sufficient. If your energy cultivation level cannot even meet the minimum energy requirement of the card, it will not be activated at all. What's the use of preparing more cards and energy cards? So, regardless of whether it is a trap or not, one's own cultivation is fundamental. I only have 60 energy points. Too weak. Ming analyzed it carefully. According to his statistics on 1-star abilities, those with energy requirements between 50 and 60 points are considered the lowest level abilities. The energy requirement is between 60 and 100 points, which is a relatively strong ability. Those with an energy requirement of more than 100 points are already the most powerful beings among the one-star abilities. If he wants to use a powerful one-star card, he must ensure at least 100 energy points. Only in this way can those cards be activated. Even if you run out of energy, it doesn't matter if you use energy cards to replenish it. Meeting the minimum requirements is the most important thing. Therefore, Lu Ming's goal is very clear: first increase his energy level to 100 points. 100 points. Lu Ming muttered. According to the memory of classmate Xiao Lu Ming, he spent a year building the original card model and became a card maker. At that time, the original card energy only had 18 points. It then took another year to increase it to 48 points. Crazy low. God knows. Breaking through to a 2-star card maker requires a full 1000 points of energy. Card maker training really requires a lot of resources. Little Lu Ming's original cultivation method was to make energy cards and wait for them to recover naturally. With his little money, he didn't even dare to use energy stones. The improvement speed is naturally slow. And I was crazy about making energy in those days. Continuously, the energy increased by 12 points in 10 days. So, if you want to increase the energy, I need money. No, to be more precise, a lot of resources. Lu Ming thought silently. He doesn't have much money left now. The proceeds from the Fruit Ninja activities have repaid the loan, and what's left can only be used to operate the store. Get another card? Not really. After all, the original little Lu Ming was still at the bottom of the card-making industry, and his understanding of card-making was still at the stage of engraving CDs. Lu Ming had no idea whether the thousands of ideas in his mind could be realized. Certainly. The most important thing is, except for Fruit Ninja, other cards require a lot of energy. What a vicious cycle. Lu Ming sighed with emotion. Is it really the only way to slowly improve? Maybe. Lu Ming's mind moved slightly, and he suddenly thought of something. He opened Xiao Lu Ming's mobile phone and searched downwards, and soon found a message from the college: notice of internship activities of the college and joint crystal factory. Yes. This is an internship event. This is an event jointly organized by Lu Ming's vocational college and a certain factory. Duration, 7 days. According to the content display, this activity is to train students' practical ability and awareness of hardship, so that students can understand the work environment in advance, which will be of great benefit to future career planning. But, essentially, they just trick all the students into doing free labor. Xiao Lu Ming participated last year. The once-a-year internship activity was said to be very precious, so he went there very excitedly. Later he found out that he was actually a coolie. They want to find energy stones in the ruins mines and hand them over to the factory. Because all students are practitioners, whether they are combat professions or auxiliary professions, they can use their own energy to perceive those stones. What's even more deceiving is that, under normal circumstances, ordinary employees in the factory will receive performance bonuses when they turn in energy stones. The more they submit, the greater the bonus. This is also to prevent employees from hiding them secretly. As for internship students, the college will considerately exchange them for credits. Please use it. Therefore, basically only freshmen who have just entered school will go to this kind of cheating activity. Second-year students don't even notice this notice. Internship. Lu Ming became interested. He looked at the history of the college. In fact, this kind of activity did not exist originally. However, because educational institutions require all schools to cultivate students' practical abilities, all colleges are strongly required to hold free off-campus activities at least once a year. This was originally a good thing. But, there are policies and measures to counter. The benefits that should be provided to students have become like this without realizing it. And because Lu Ming's college belongs to the lowest level of Pheasant Vocational College, no one is in charge of it. Over the past few years, free internships have become a college tradition. This activity. Lu Ming narrowed his eyes. He doesn't care if the internship is a scam. What he cares about is the content of the internship activity: mining. Go to the energy cave and dig out the energy stones hidden in the stones. Does this mean that he can practice directly there? Certainly. The energy ore in this ruin mine is different from the pure energy stones sold on the market. The purity is very low and the absorption speed is very slow. A huge piece of energy ore may only contain a few hundred points of energy. Moreover, because the distribution density of this energy is extremely uneven, fluctuating high and low, if it is absorbed directly, the energy may be interrupted at any time, which is very cheating. What is it like when the skill is released halfway and the energy is suddenly interrupted? Many people in the hospital will provide the best answers. Therefore, this kind of energy ore is not suitable for reserve use at all. In general, these energy ores can only be put on the market for sale after being processed and refined in factories to remove impurities and generate pure energy stones. But what is his profession, Lu Ming? Card maker. Impurities. Interruption. He doesn't care at all. When drawing cards, you only need to ensure that every texture is complete. If he is unlucky and the energy is interrupted when a certain pattern is being drawn, he can use his own energy to temporarily replenish it. No problem at all. Not high in purity. It doesn't matter. He can refine it himself. Artificially refined. Convert these energy stones into energy cards. Then use these energy cards. Therefore, he only needs to prepare a large number of blank cards to have endless resources within these 7 days. Maybe, you can try it.